Part 1. Hook. The competing pitches. America to Asia. Choose us. We're the good guy. China to Asia. We're your neighbor. We're permanent. 7 countries caught in the middle. India, Japan, Philippines, South Korea, Vietnam, Taiwan, Singapore. Each faces the same impossible choice. Security from America. Economics from China, democracy from America, proximity from China, freedom from a distant protector, dependency on a permanent neighbor. Today, we hear both pitches. We examine 7 responses, and we see who's winning. Because this isn't just about alliances, it's about geography. And geography is permanent. This is episode 8 of U.S. versus China, the New World Order. America says, choose us. China says, we're your neighbor. 7 countries must answer. Part 2, Introduction. The Framework. Remember episode 2? America is a visitor. China is the neighbor. Geography is permanent. Today, we see what that reality means. For 7 Asian countries, each trapped between 2 superpowers. America's offer: military protection, democracy, freedom, technology. But one problem: 12,000 kilometers away. China's offer: economic growth, infrastructure, stability, trade. But one problem: authoritarian, aggressive, coercive. And here's the fundamental question: do you choose a distant but democratic protector, or a close but authoritarian neighbor? 7 countries had to answer this question. Some chose one, some tried both, some flip-flopped between them. Today we examine 7 strategies, and we see which ones work, which ones don't. Let's start with India, the rival. Part 3. India, the rival. America's pitch to India: Galwan Valley, the Himalayas. Indian and Chinese soldiers clash in hand-to-hand combat. Clubs, rocks, fists, no guns fired, agreement. But 20 Indian soldiers die. Chinese casualties unknown. This was the first deaths in 45 years. America's response? India joined the Quad. What is the Quad? India, Japan, Australia, America. 4 democracies. One goal: counter China. America's offer: join the Quad. Together we counter China. We'll sell you advanced weapons, Predator drones, fighter jets, technology transfer. You're the world's largest democracy. We're natural allies. China attacked you in Galwan. 20 of your soldiers dead. We support you. The promise: military partnership, technology sharing, democratic solidarity. China's pitch to India. But China tells a different story. We share a 3,000-kilometer border. We're permanent neighbors. We're your largest trading partner. $136 billion in trade. The Himalayas divide us, but economics unites us. America is 12,000 kilometers away. Can they really help you? The threat: implicit. Border disputes? We can escalate or negotiate. Cut us off economically? Your economy suffers. America abandoned Afghanistan. Will they abandon you? India's response. What did India do? Joined Quad, 2020, chose America on security, bought American weapons, but kept trading with China, $136 billion, chose China on economics. Border tensions continue. Galwan clash aftermath. Strategy: try both. Maximum flexibility. No full commitment to either. The result: is it working? Security: better armed, but China still aggressive on border. Economics: trade growing despite tensions. $136 billion can't be ignored. Sustainability: exhausting. Balancing getting harder. Trying to please both sides is draining. Grade C+, barely working, expensive, unsustainable. Conclusion: India proving you can't fully escape geography. China is neighbor. America is option. Difference matters. America 12,000 kilometers away. Promises help. China next door. Offers trade and threatens. Part 4. Japan, the historical enemy. America's pitch to Japan. World War II ends. Japan defeated. America occupied. But then something changes. Cold War begins. America needs an enemy, Soviets, and an ally, Japan. 70 years later, alliance still strong. America's offer: we've protected you for 70 years. Since World War II, 50,000 American troops on your soil. We're committed. China threatens Senkaku Islands. We'll defend them. Rearm your military. We'll help. Counter China together. The promise: permanent alliance, military protection guaranteed, technology partnership. China's pitch to Japan. But China tells a different story. We're your largest trading partner. $371 billion in trade. Your economy depends on us. Toyota, Sony, Panasonic. All manufacture in China. Senkaku dispute? Let's negotiate. No need for conflict. Stop hosting American bases. We can be partners. The threat, implicit. Keep rearming. We'll match it. Cut economic ties. Your economy collapses. Remember, we're neighbors. America will leave someday. Japan's response. What did Japan do? Full alliance with America. 70 years strong. Doubled defense budget. 2022. Historic decision in 2022. Defense spending raised to 2% of GDP. Buying Tomahawk missiles. Offensive capability. But can't cut China economically. $371 billion too much to lose. Strategy. Security with America. Economics with China. Clear division. The result? Is it working? Security. Protected, but expensive. Defense budget doubled. $80 billion annually. Economic. Dependent on China. Vulnerable to coercion. $371 billion in trade. Sustainability. Expensive. Japan paying for both protection and trade dependency. Grade B-. Working, but costly and risky. Conclusion. Japan chose America clearly, but China's economic gravity inescapable. Geography wins. America is ally, but China is neighbor, and you can't ignore the neighbor. Part 5. Philippines. The flip-flopper. 9-12. America's pitch to Philippines. Philippines has special history with America. 1898. America took Philippines from Spain. 1946. Philippines gained independence. 1951. Mutual Defense Treaty signed. For 70 years, Philippines was America's closest Asian ally. But then something changed. America's offer. We're treaty allies since 1951. Mutual Defense Treaty. China stole your islands, Scarborough Shoal, Mischief Reef. We'll help you defend them. We'll reopen military bases. Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. The promise. Military protection, economic aid, democratic solidarity. China's pitch to Philippines. But China made a different offer. We'll invest billions, infrastructure, railways, ports. Drop the South China Sea disputes. Get rich. America closed bases in 1991 and abandoned you. Will they abandon you again? The threat. Implicit. Keep siding with America. We'll take more islands. International court ruled for you. We don't recognize it. Philippines response. What did Philippines do? Duterte era, 2016 to 2022. Rodrigo Duterte became president. First speech. Bye-bye America. Hello China. Chose China billions. Promised. Some delivered. South China Sea dispute ignored. Marcos Jr. ERA, 2022 to now. Ferdinand Marcos Jr. became president. First speech. Bye-bye China. Welcome back America. Chose America. Reopened military bases. Strategy. Flip-flop. Change strategy every 6 years. The result? Is it working? Security. America back, but islands still occupied by China. Economic. Chinese investment slowed after Marcos pivot. Credibility. Destroyed. Nobody trusts Philippines now. Grade. F. Failing. Flip-flopping destroyed credibility with both. Conclusion. Philippines proving that trying to play both sides, by switching sides, doesn't work. You need consistency. Geography doesn't allow flip-flopping. Scarborough Shoal? Controlled by China. Philippines played flip-flop game and lost. Part 6. South Korea. The sandwich. America's pitch to South Korea. Korean War. North Korea invades South. America intervenes, saves South Korea. 70 years later, 28,000 American troops still on South Korean soil. Why? Because North Korea is still a threat. America's offer? We defend you from North Korea. 28,000 troops on your soil. Without us, North Korea invades. Deploy THAAD missile defense. Protect yourself from China and North Korea. The promise. Military protection from North Korea. Advanced weapons. Deterrence against China. China's pitch to South Korea. But China sends different message. We control North Korea. We can give you peace. We're your largest trading partner. $301 billion. Don't deploy THAAD. It threatens us. The threat, explicit. Deploy THAAD, we'll punish you. And China kept its promise. South Korea's response. South Korea deployed THAAD. Chose America on security. China punished immediately. China's punishment. Tourism ban. 8 million Chinese tourists stopped Lotte stores, company that provided THAAD land. Closed in China. K-pop concerts. Banned economic sanctions. Trade restrictions. Total loss. $15 billion. Strategy. Chose security over economics, paid the price. The result? Is it working? Security, protected from North Korea, for now. Economic, lost $15 billion, lesson learned. Sustainability, now trying to balance better but damage done. Grade, D, THAAD necessary but cost was massive. Conclusion, South Korea learned the hard way. Can't ignore neighbors' demand. China's economic punishment swift and severe. $15 billion, 1 year. Geography means your neighbor can hurt you immediately. Part 7, Vietnam, the ancient fear. America's pitch to Vietnam. This is ironic. 1955 to 1975, Vietnam War. America and Vietnam fought. 3 million Vietnamese died. 58,000 Americans died. America lost. 1975, Saigon fell. America fled. But now, America and Vietnam ally. How? Because they have common enemy, China. America's offer. We'll protect you in South China Sea. We'll sell you weapons, Coast Guard ships, surveillance equipment. China harasses your fishermen. We'll support you. The promise. Naval support. Military equipment, diplomatic backing. China's pitch to Vietnam. But China tells different story, much older story. We're your largest trading partner, $175 billion. We share 1,400-kilometer border. We're permanent neighbors. The threat? Historical. We occupied you for 1,000 years, 111 BC to 938 AD. Remember? We invaded you in 1979. We can again. Your fishermen in South China Sea? We'll sink their boats. Vietnam's response. What did Vietnam do? Quietly welcomes American warships, buys Russian weapons. Not American, trying to stay neutral. Trades heavily with China, $175 billion. Can't escape economics, strategy. Date America secretly. Live with China publicly. Survive. The result. Is it working? Security. Minimal. China still harasses fishermen. Drills for oil economics. Dependent on China trade. Fear. Constant. 1,000 years of occupation not forgotten. Grade C-, surviving but living in fear. Conclusion. Vietnam proving historical trauma plus geography equals permanent fear. Can't trust China. History. Can't cut China. Geography. Can't fully trust America. Too far. Result. Living in fear, hoping to survive. Part 8. Taiwan. The existential threat. America's pitch to Taiwan. Taiwan's situation different. Other 6 countries can choose. Taiwan can't, because China claims Taiwan is China. One China? Taiwan is a province, and China pushing for reunification, peacefully or by force. America's offer, we'll protect you. Probably. Strategic ambiguity keeps China guessing. We sell you weapons. $15 billion in recent years. The promise, ambiguous. Military support? Maybe. Weapons sales? Yes. Diplomatic support? Limited. China's pitch to Taiwan. China's pitch isn't pitch. It's threat. You are China. Reunification inevitable. Resist? We'll invade. The threat. Explicit. We're 100 miles away. America, 12,000 kilometers away. We have 2,000 missiles aimed at you. Invasion timeline, 2027, 2030? Soon. Taiwan's response. What did Taiwan do? Bet everything on America buy American weapons, semiconductor shield, 92% of advanced chips. But 40% of Taiwan exports go to China. Paradox. Strategy. Trust America. Prepare for invasion. Hope semiconductors delay it. The result. Is it working? Security. Semiconductors buying time, but clock ticking. Economic. Trading with future invader. 40% exports to China. Invasion. Delayed, not prevented. Grade. B. Temporary success, but existential threat remain. Conclusion. Taiwan proving geography's cruelest lesson. 100 miles from China. 12,000 kilometers from America. Semiconductors are shield, but for how long? Geography says invasion is when, not if. Part 9. Singapore, the neutrality master. America's pitch to Singapore. Last country. Singapore. Tiny city-state. 5.6 million people. Smaller than New York City. But surviving. How? America's offer. Host our military. Changi Naval Base. Be democratic beacon in Southeast Asia. We'll protect shipping lanes through you. The promise. Military protection. Economic partnership. Regional stability. China's pitch to Singapore. But China tells different story. 75% of your people are ethnic Chinese. We're your largest trading partner, $142 billion. You're a trade hub. You need us. Be neutral. Profit from both sides. The threat, subtle. Take America's side completely. We'll route trade elsewhere. Singapore's response. What did Singapore do? Hosts American military trades massively with China, speaks English, Western-aligned culturally, governed by ethnic Chinese, understands China, perfect neutrality strategy, be useful to both, never take sides, diplomacy as survival. The result, is it working? Security, protected by American presence, economics, thriving on China trade, neutrality, masterclass. Both sides respect it, so far. Grade, A-, best outcome of all 7 countries. Conclusion, Singapore proving neutrality possible, but requires being small, being useful to both, perfect diplomacy, no territorial disputes, but neutrality getting harder, both sides pressuring. Choose. Part 10. Conclusion. Geography wins. 7 countries, 7 pitches, 7 responses. The scores. India, tried both. C+, exhausting. Japan, chose America. B-, expensive. Philippines, flip-flopped. F, credibility destroyed. South Korea, chose America. D, $15 billion lost. Vietnam, tried both quietly. C-, living in fear. Taiwan, bet on America. B, temporary invasion approaching. Singapore, chose both perfectly. A, winning. The pattern, choose America. You get security, but expensive. You anger China. Choose China. You get economics, but you lose sovereignty. Try both. You exhaust yourself, or you succeed like Singapore, but only one country succeeded, Singapore. Why? Because it's small, not threatening, useful to both. The other 6, too big, too important, must choose, and geography influences the choice. Geography is permanent. America 12,000 kilometers away offers protection, but maybe. China next door offers trade and threatens immediately. 7 countries had to choose. Most are struggling because there's no right answer, only less wrong answers. Choose America. China punishes you immediately. Choose China. You lose America. You lose sovereignty. Try both. You exhaust yourself. 7 countries prove it. Geography wins always. This is episode 8 of US versus China, the New World Order. If you want to understand the forces reshaping the 21st century, the economic wars, the tech battles, the military standoffs, subscribe now. We'll break down the strategies, expose the miscalculations, and predict the future. Because the New World Order is being written right now, and you need to know what's coming.